Benjamin, this is hard for me, but I believe we should call off our engagement.
What? You didn't come home last night and now this? Have I done something wrong?
No, it's not that you did anything wrong. Well, not exactly.
What are you talking about? You need to explain clearly.
I've met someone who's a better match for me.
What? What does that mean?
Look, Benjamin, I do appreciate you. You're a fine catch. You have a stable job at a major corporation. But when I consider Mitsuya, there's just no comparison. That's why I've decided to marry him instead.
Mitsuya?
You don't need to know. But just to emphasize how different he is from you, I'll tell you. He inherited his father's company 3 years ago, and he's now considered a rising star in the IT industry.
Hold on a minute.
Moving on, you needn't worry about compensation for the engagement. Mitsuya, being the successful guy he is, will handle it.
No, we need to discuss this face to face.
We're at a stage where we've already had a family meeting. It doesn't seem right to resolve this just between the two of us. Can't we keep things simple? We haven't even submitted our marriage registration yet, and we were just about to decide on the wedding venue. I'm perfectly okay with paying the compensation. Decisions like these need to be swift, though, and I won't be returning to the apartment we were living in together.
Rose, wait.
Anyway, goodbye.
Mitsuya, it's been a while. I need to clarify something urgently. Could you please respond?
Oh, it's Benjamin. It's been nearly 4 years since I left the company, hasn't it?
I'm sorry, but let's save the catch-up for later.
Sounds like it's really pressing.
I apologize for cutting to the chase, but are you acquainted with a woman named Rose?
Rose? No, doesn't ring a bell. What's the deal with this Rose?
She was my fiancée.
Oh, so you were about to tie the knot.
Well, not anymore. She just called off our engagement.
What? I don't know what to say.
Don't worry about it.
But why are you telling me this?
Because, according to Rose, the reason she broke off our engagement was she's planning to marry you, Mitsuya.
What? Wait, hold on. My girlfriend's name isn't Rose. And as I told you, I don't know any Rose.
I see.
How on earth did this happen?
I'm sorry, but could we meet up soon? If it's convenient, I could come to you.
Yeah, I agree. This is also baffling. We probably need to have a face-to-face chat to clear this up.
I appreciate your understanding.
Can you come to the Tower Mansion directly connected from the south exit of X Station?
X Station? I thought you lived near a station before.
Yeah, about that. Due to some complicated circumstances, I just recently moved.
Complicated circumstances?
I don't know if it's related to this, but I have no reason to hide it. I'll fill you in when we meet. If possible, can you come over now? You're off from work today, right?
Yes, the sooner the better.
Got it. I'll also introduce you to my girlfriend. We just started living together. Let me know when you reach X Station. I'll come pick you up.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Benjamin, just to avoid any awkwardness in the future, I thought I'd update you. I've just officially married Mitsuya. I was so eager to become his wife. So I ended our engagement and immediately tied the knot. And like you, he's extremely attractive. And most importantly, he's got a lot of money. It's just fantastic. As of today, I'm a CEO's wife. I've stepped into a world that's out of your reach. So make sure you don't approach me even if we accidentally bump into each other, okay?
Thanks for the update. I've moved on, so I won't be bothering you anymore. But there's something I need to verify.
Verify? Well, if you still have feelings for me, you might be hoping for a reunion. I'll answer your question, thinking this will be the last one.
Are you at Mitsuya's apartment now?
Yes, 2 weeks before Mitsuya proposed, I started gradually moving my things into his house. I mean, that's just like a CEO, right? Living in a high-rise tower as a CEO's wife, it's like a dream come true. People on the ground look like ants, haha.
That tower mansion. It's near a station, right? And the room number is 2501.
Excuse me, isn't that a bit too much detail?
You might not have noticed, but Mitsuya and I know each other.
Really?
He's an old colleague of mine. He was in a department related to mine and helped me out a lot until he left to take over his father's company.
Oh really? Small world, huh? Well, even though your former fiancé, became the wife of your acquaintance, it doesn't change the fact that we belong to different worlds. Make sure you never speak to me.
But something's not adding up.
What is it?
Mitsuya moved out of that tower mansion about 2 weeks ago.
What?
And his current girlfriend is not you.
Huh? Stop making things up. It's insane how easily you can tell such lies, even if you're still hung up on me. You really need help.
I'm not lying. This is directly from Mitsuya himself. I just met his live-in girlfriend.
What? You met her?
By the way, right now I'm at Mitsuya's new residence.
Wait, what? Hold on, what? What exactly are you implying? If you're planning to meddle between me and Mitsuya, I won't stand for it.
In that case, show me a photo of your alleged husband.
Fine, here's a picture. Well, this proves he's Mitsuya, doesn't it?
Nope. Oh dear, this is.
What?
I'm sorry, I just saw your husband and couldn't stop laughing. This guy definitely isn't Mitsuya.
What do you mean, he's Mitsuya?
He does resemble him, but on closer inspection, he's not the same person.
What?
That man is Mitsutake, Mitsuya's younger brother.
What? Brother, did you say?
Why don't you confirm it with him?
Just hold on a minute. I checked. He's Mitsutake.
I thought so. And you didn't notice it at all?
The first time I saw him, I just spontaneously called him Mitsu.
Both their names do start with Mitsu. There lies your monumental blunder.
I first saw Mitsuya on local TV, and it was love at first sight. Desperate to get closer, I did some digging and found his address. I introduced myself as an old acquaintance to approach him. Once we started dating and had a chat, I feigned surprise and apologized for the mix-up.
So, you tricked him?
But I really wanted to get married.
You've been playing games, even while we were engaged.
I filled out the marriage certificate before him, and since they look so similar, I didn't notice the mix-up.
They are siblings born just a year apart, and people often mistake them for twins. But once you learn the subtle differences between them, it's quite easy to tell them apart.
What on earth is going on? I'm sure it was Mitsuya who used to live in this tower, right? When did Mitsutake swap places with him?
About 6 months ago, Mitsutake moved into Mitsuya's place. He had to vacate his old apartment and was supposed to stay until he found a new one, but he ended up staying there for a half year. For the last 3 months, while Mitsuya was away on business, Mitsutake had been bringing women over. Mitsuya moved to another place to get away from the situation, leaving Mitsutake behind about 2 weeks ago.
Wait, what? So that means, either way, I can continue living in this tower with Mitsutake, right? Then, I don't mind staying as Mitsutake's wife.
That's quite a turnaround. It seems like I made the right decision by calling off our engagement.
Yeah, keep kidding yourself. Anyone who can afford to live here is definitely a better catch than you, Benjamin.
Well,
Okay, that's enough. Even though we met under mistaken identities, it doesn't change the fact that we're in love.
just so you know, Mitsutake is unemployed.
What?
He lost his job 6 months ago and has been jobless since he moved into his brother's place. Are you okay with that?
What did you say?
And also, the management of that tower has requested that you move out the day after tomorrow.
What? The day after tomorrow. Benjamin, I'm heading back to your place tomorrow.
What?
I've decided not to call off our engagement. I want to marry you.
No, thanks.
Huh?
I've made up my mind after the breakup too.
Oh, I already divorced Mitsutake.
That's not the point. I've decided I don't want to marry you.
Why?
Do you really need an explanation given the circumstances?
I don't get it, so please explain.
Reflect on your actions from the time you cheated up until now. If you still don't understand, it means you've seriously messed up as a human being.
But
Regarding the termination of our engagement, I've decided to engage a lawyer.
why?
From now on, we'll communicate through my lawyer who'll be visiting you soon. I hope for your cooperation.
Benjamin, don't do this. Let's get married. I can't stand all this. Would you please listen?
The next day, Rose returned to the apartment we once shared. I had already relocated to a friend's place to avoid bumping into her. I also contacted Rose's parents. I explained the situation and our decision to call off the engagement. They agreed to supervise her at their home for a while. Some days later, I had a lawyer handle the discussions about the compensation and officially ended the engagement. For now, her parents agreed to foot the compensation bill with the understanding that she will repay the full amount by a set deadline. Concurrently, we demanded compensation from her affair partner, Mitsutake. He was thrust into a job at a construction company and agreed to make installment payments while working there. And Rose? As of now, she hasn't been told. That preparations for her disownment are underway once the repayment to her parents is complete.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.